Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, December 4th. We're looking at window traders' market profile of the ES and NQ. Well, they kept banging on the door yesterday, and ES at the all-time high. And remember, NQ really struggling, and now they've exploded to the upside. Right? We said we could basically treat both of these as inside days. Although, no, you know what? I'll take that back on NQ, not NQ. NQ, when they spiked late in the day, took that totally away. ES barely took out the previous day's low. Regardless, ES coming out of a two-day balance, two all-time highs in the overnight. NQ, which is still up in all three time frames, exploding above their all-time high and their overnight all-time high, as they now are up again. They've been up in all three time frames, but more importantly, they're in sync now with triple Qs, NDX, and the NASDAQ composite. Took a while. It took 2 full days. They kept banging on the door yesterday. Now they're exploding. The problem with this is a lot of time, with a decent-sized gap, it sucks the life out of the trade. So we'll have to see if that's the case. Right now, it's a gap of about 130 points. So $3 for now. In ES's case, it's about 15 handles, $1.50. We do have Powell speaking at 1:45 today, and the beige book's out at 2. But look, the bottom line is this. This market, people keep fighting it. People keep fighting. I had a good friend of mine last night I spoke to for a little while, and he's like, the volume's horrible, the range is horrible. I think I might take a short in the ES just for a scalp. Now, I don't know if he did or not. But if he did it late in the day yesterday, or when the overnight opened, he's already out 15 handles. Nothing's telling us to short this market yet. Look at Righty. I don't know what happened on Righty when the overnight opened. Don't know if that's a bad print. I don't know what it is, but pretty interesting the way it shot down. Righty is in a 6-day balance, okay? They just stretched the balance low yesterday. So we'll see if they can come out of it. They also put their weekly back to balance. I noticed that last night after the close. So Righty is up on the monthly, but their balance on the weekly and daily. ES and NQ is up on all three time frames. So again, a game plan. Well, we have 70 minutes to go prior to the opening. Depending on where the overnight high is, if you open right near it, again, it's a decent risk reward. Short, you're out. If, however, we do pull back from both of these, then I look at the opposite trade. If they shoot for the overnight low or they shoot for the overnight high, to take the long or the short to get them. So that's the early play for that. Okay? You're going to be starting with gap. You're going to be starting with value. NQ's up just under 7/10. So they're going to have possible indices to start. ES is only up 3/10. So these are all things to keep in mind. If you're in my trading room, we'll be talking about this starting at 9:15 all day. If they get the overnight highs on long pullbacks, I'd look for longs, okay, where I'm comfortable, because you would have then the overnight high to go along with the gap, value, and possible indices, especially in NQ, okay? We're taking out, most likely, the poor all-time high in ES. Don't forget, ES is 2 poor lows 2 days in a row. So we'll see at some point those should become targets. Yes, the volume's horrible. Yesterday's volume in SPY was the lightest, not only of the year, but probably of at least the last 3 years. So I know who's pushing it up. We understand that. We're not stupid. But it doesn't mean it can't keep going up. We came into balance yesterday, and look what we're doing this morning, most likely, exploding out of it to the upside. You got to wait to come out of balance to the downside to start having any real hope for sellers. People just don't understand that. Wish they would. And then on the chart, here it is. Here's the 2-day balance that ES is attempting to explode from. Pre-market volume right now, only 369,000. So once again, nice move with no volume. Good luck trading today. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.